What am I doing?
Let's talk about sex, baby.
I
Let's
guess we
talk
are about to
about
talk about sex, aren't we?
me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's
Okay, welcome
talk
to the
about.
channel. Uh, you know what? I just thought about where you got your phone and you're singing "Let's Talk About Sex."
Oh.
Yeah, no, stop it. Why are you sitting back like that?
Cause I'm comfortable. Cause
Okay.
I'm all up in your screen.
Oh, is that gold? Come closer. Let me see your hair.
Yes.
It's gold?
Yes.
Why?
Why X Y? Try but dry.
Dry, bud dry? Bud dry? Is that a beer?
Yeah.
Anywho, welcome to the channel, guys. It is Jupiter's Love. I am your girl. Talk about it, Takina, and that is my lovely king.
Iconic.
He is just being extra right now. We
Double kick.
talking about sex, and he's just going. All right. So y'all see the title. Let me just say, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We don't want to see you next time. I clicked the wrong one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. We are coming with an interesting. So I keep calling my king's bluff, technically. Technically calling his bluff. Um, if you watched our beginning videos, he granted me the opportunity, if I ever shall see it fit, to start dating or bring someone else in. Um, that I could, and I've been calling him on his bluff ever since. Movie hands. Um, you're worse. Like
That
you
should
got.
be a clip. That should be a clip.
um, he got some gray pants energy going on right now. Like the gray sweatpants energy. Stop it. Cut it out.
You can't see nothing.
Can you stop touching it? Yeah. Anyways, um, so I've been calling his bluff because I just don't think that he's ready. I think that and this is going to sound bad, but it's just how I see it. It's okay for him. I just don't think it's okay for me.
Even though, she knows I've because we're not in the same place at the time, or at the time that I
I'm sitting in my office. No, I'm just kidding.
at the time she even know that I've uh
Oh,
what's the is it a PG word?
a PG word.
Um I've debated I've debated with thoughts of her with another dude.
Oh, we have talked about that. The whole the guy that was talking about he found his wife's phone and videos and whatnot in her phone.
Oh no, this yeah, but that was way after.
Was it way after?
Yeah, like maybe almost 2 months after. Okay, so this is how it was set up. Because when all this was like, yeah, I knew I was poly and all that stuff, but haven't acted on it or anything like that. Um,
Well, okay, when you felt like you were poly, was that the label that came in your head, or you just knew that you wanted to have
um,
conversations or multiple relationships?
I'm gonna be honest. I knew about all the relationships or whatever, but when I started learning about poly, I was like, oh, so all these thoughts and fantasies, that's what it is. I thought poly was like forbidden, sinful, and all that stuff, right? So, see, again, you got me saying right. Um,
I stopped saying it, so I don't know what to tell you.
so then it was like, okay, so there's a name for it. I thought
I
what I
hate
was
this
thinking
man.
about was just bad and sinful type, you know. Um, but no, when everything started, when we really started going back and forth, talking about it and all this stuff, yeah, if I had thoughts about her past flings or whatever, you know, um, especially the one with you in the hotel, and it stopped before it started.
The California?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I was like picturing, I was like just putting a scenario in my head about it or whatever. Could I see my baby, my queen, my goddess in that predicament with another man other than me? I thought about it so much that it kind of had slightly turned me on. So I debated about it. Even the one that was another Sagittarius,
Mm.
you know.
Now,
So
okay, so you're probably not paying attention. I'm sorry, I have to say this. You even speaking on the whole California thing just made my whole face just ugh.
uh-huh. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
The disrespect.
Right. And see that type of stuff. Like both of them that did you wrong like that. Like that I would not go for when you know if a person show interest in you.
So the Sagittarius was cool for the most part. There was no disrespect technically, just a different. He wanted what you wanted. He wanted poly. He wanted multiple women.
Hmm.
When it boiled down to it, when after the fact.
But the thing is though, I see it as disrespect, as in yeah, come on through, get hit up,
Yeah,
and then go about your business. Like no,
I
it's
don't think he knew that that's what it was. But if you and I had this conversation and then I met him, I think I would have to help him mold into what it really was, and then have that respect level of it's not just gonna be that.
right.
No, I'm not that type of female. So
And also the disrespect for me also with that was you have you have you have a queen, you have a goddess in your ride. You shouldn't be doing that type of stuff.
yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where my disrespect came in when it comes to that particular person. You know what I'm saying? Like no, she's not a piece of meat, and you got $1 million female up in here. You doing the wrong things. You know, if you ain't gonna do right by her, don't have her next to you when you doing wrong.
Yeah, and that yeah.
That's the type of stuff that I want for you. If another dude came, like you, like look here, you have another person, another life. Like treat them with respect, or stage left. Point blank simple.
They got staged left.
So can I see you with another man?
Not
Yeah.
even not even don't just say on a sexual level, just in general, interacting at day-to-day life, texting, hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would continue to call your bluff.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing though. Like they gotta come correct. They gotta come correct. Like We ain't young and we ain't old. We are human beings that we know our boundaries. We know what we want. We know how to get what we want. And if you ain't willing to be a part, if you're not willing to add to it, then can't rock with you. It ain't gonna be no subtraction.
Right.
No subtraction. Yeah. I'm like, did I say that right? This sound messed up. But no subtraction. If you can't add, then to the left.
To the
Did I
left,
do
to the
that? To the left.
left.
To the left.
Um, well, so no, ain't none of that going on.
And see, like I really wanna go to Hito, right?
Why?
For the experience. Literally the experience. Everybody naked, having fun.
Okay, so trying to stay on topic. So in that situation of Hito, I just and me calling you on your bluff every time and me saying you're not ready for it and whatever else is just because encounters that we had when we were in our 20s going out to
Yeah.
the club
Oh yeah.
and
It was big dick energy in a monogamous mindset. In a spiritual monogamous
not
mindset.
spiritual,
Not,
religious,
not religious monogamous mindset, a selfish a selfish love type mindset, and is it for you religious folks, selfish love mindset. You're following a God that is okay for you to have selfish love mindset, but the God that you are serving does not have a selfish love mindset. Think about that.
mm, that's interesting.
You want to follow somebody because y'all make it a somebody when y'all put a he on God. God is neither he nor she, but y'all make it a person when y'all say he.
God is who you are. God is who you are.
I sent it. I sent you a clip or whatever of a dude saying religious people, or the religious person was trying to say that he was atheist or whatever.
Hmm.
And the dude, the pastor was like, you say I'm an atheist, but you believe God is somewhere outside of you, far away. And I believe that God is in me, who's really the atheist. And when he said that, I was like, boo. See,
Hmm.
that right there, what I did was not, but when they, remember we was talking about the whole mind blowing up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Squirrel, sorry, y'all. But,
um
go ahead.
no, I just so that's where my drawback, I don't think that's the right term, but just you saying like you're comfortable seeing me with someone else, like
It might, I'm gonna be honest, it might be
he just got
awkward.
choked up.
It might be, it might be awkward, and it might have some real stingy type, real protection feeling come up.
So in this instance, I would say that you're not fully healed. Because for me, I'm okay with seeing you interact with someone else. You've had conversations. I've helped you with those conversations. I've I've let go of all jealousy. I've let go of all um any insecurities that I would have. Like if we would have had this mindset 10 years ago, then all those situations that we had moving forward with the you having conversations with the females and talking credit because I'm giving you this information and now you're passing along to them, all of that, all of the situations never would have been a situation if we would have had this mindset back then. So it's for me, speaking for me, I wouldn't have been upset. I wouldn't have been jealous. I wouldn't have been irritated, because a lot of the times it's like, okay, you come home and then we're not having these conversations. We're not talking. You're on your phone the whole time. So that was one of my biggest jealousy, insecurities, whatever. But since having these conversations, now I'm like, go have fun, go converse with this person. Like, I try not to be so, did she text you, did she message you back? I try not to do that so much, because I don't want to overwhelm you with the fact that, hey, they haven't responded back yet, so why aren't they responding back? I don't want to have you having those thoughts like, why aren't they texting back? What is it that they didn't like? What is it that is about me, or whatever? The problem is even if I go into these groups and say, what up, guys, I'm going to get a million people on a post. And so the females have, in my opinion, the females have a sea of men to pick from, and the men trying to put themselves out there. The females are like, you got some money. You know what I'm saying? They're being depicted down, where a female can just be like, hey, and the guys are all over her. It doesn't matter what she has to offer, where she's coming from. It doesn't matter the mindset. It doesn't matter any of that. So I don't ask you, but at the same time, I support you 1000%. Go text her, go call her, spark up a conversation, put yourself out there so they can see you. It's going to be harder for you to meet someone online unless you go on Facebook dating, where it's very specific.
I might try that again later.
I think it's going to come down to it. It's going to be Facebook dating. It's going to be one of these outside social dating sites, or it's going to be you physically going and trying to meet someone.
Gonna be all three.
You're not, and this is just as a woman, am going to have a better chance of meeting a guy online than I would meeting a guy in person, in my opinion. So you, for me, I don't, on the flip side, imagine me being the guy, you being the guy that's talking to me. Does that make sense? Like, put yourself, when you were talking to those other females, regardless they were coworkers or whatever, imagine me being the one that's being talked to. Can you really be okay with those conversations?
Yeah, like what conversation you talking about?
Hell, you and the young girl.
Oh, the sexual conversation. Because I'm like, as far as now, ain't no sexual conversations been going on.
Oh, well, I know that.
I'm about to say
We ain't
that's why
even
I'm like,
got past the
consistency part.
yeah. Like the one I seriously want to tell you, like, just unfollow her if she's not, but whatever.
Yeah, who knows?
My thing is, I was deleting a lot of people. I deleted a lot of people off my page. Stop dealing with people. Stop talking to people. Whatever. But now I'm at the point where, no, you can stay and watch my life be successful. You can watch my life grow. You can stare at whatever you were coming at me about. You can stare and see my success. So if a female or females, because you have a couple on your page that you've dealt with, if they weren't that into you, well, then they're going to see you boss up. So
That I dealt with, like how?
in the past, just past, you have ex-girlfriends on your page.
Yeah, not sexual ex-girlfriends.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay.
Can we, like,
But let's get
you're
back to
just
the
being
topic.
defensive.
No, because I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So, can I see you with another guy?
And the thing is, exactly.
I've thought about it. I probably wouldn't be able to see. I probably wouldn't like. Nope. I don't want to see you rubbing her booty. Not like I do. Nope.
I
Nope.
so first of all, I think out of respect, that wouldn't happen. But then on the flip side, watching the Seeking Sister Wife, the couple, the guy with the three women, he does that in front of the other women. He shows mad affection to all of them in front of each other all the time. So he's rubbing on booties, he's smacking booties, he's giving
Right.
kisses all the time.
And I feel like I will have to get okay with it. I will have to get used to it.
See, I let me say this. So the mayor and his two wives, one wife, one fiance. Um, I've been doing good on not yawning for a while. I just had to throw that in there. Um, the mayor with his wives, um, he, in my opinion, it's just legit two relationships. Like it's not the extra affection in front of the other one. He's very understanding of India's feelings towards a lot of stuff. Like she's more, as she said it, more territorial. Um, but the wife, when it was brought to her, and she said she wasn't surprised by him saying that this is the life he's going to live. She wasn't surprised at all. And that's where I'm at. I'm not surprised by you wanting to live this lifestyle. How much time we got? We good. We good, right?
Yeah, for the most part, ain't nobody pulled up.
What time is it there?
It's
1:30?
past one. Yeah.
Okay. It's 1:22. So we'll try and wrap this up. Um I'm not surprised by you. So by me saying that, like if I was dealing with someone else who wasn't like you, then it may have been a harder transition. Does that make sense? But
Mm-hmm.
because you we had those issues of you constantly dealing with women on whatever level it was never sexual, but it was almost to the point. Like it was kissing the line of sexual. um I It was an easier transition. You've never had to have those situations full blown in your face from me, so it's going to be a harder transition for you to see me dealing with another man on any level.
I
even
see
if
what
you
you're saying.
even if you visualize it in your head, for it to be a reality, it's two different things. I could write something in a book all day long and be comfortable with it, but when it comes to the actual situation in my face, I'm dealing with real emotions at that point. So for me, I've had to already deal with real emotions. You have not. So for me to say, hey, I'm gonna text so and so and see if we could go out to eat, or I'm whatever it is, for it to really happen, I think is where your struggle comes in, and why I say that you're not healed yet. You're not you're
Because
not
I haven't had the experience.
No, you haven't had the experience. So just like
Or
the females
do the experience do that do
can
that results of not
consist
consent? What
consist. Does that
consist
consist?
of heal? You said I'm not healed, and I'm like,
Oh,
but you say I'm not healed, but is that because of the lack of experience? Because being healed and experienced, I feel like it's two different things.
okay.
I'm
So
healed enough to say, hey, I have to experience it to probably be full-fledged okay with it.
Okay, so let's use the example of the female telling me that I can't say that I'm comfortable with you being in a relationship with another woman if we've never even crossed that bridge yet. But in my mind, I'm okay with it. I don't need to cross the bridge. I've already accepted it in my heart that that's what it's going to be. I'm not going to go off crying the minute you tell another woman that you love her. I know this for a fact because I'm so comfortable with saying it without flinching or being like, oh my God, I haven't broken down. I haven't cried. I haven't felt like, oh my God, I'm not enough. I had those moments and I know that I am enough. I'm enough for me. If I'm not enough for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't need to experience that to know I'm comfortable. There's no hesitation in knowing that if you and the girl in California kick it off well, there may be times that you're like, I'm finna drive to California. I'm going to San Diego for the weekend or whatever, and I'll catch you when I come back. And I understand that you want me to come with, but no, y'all need y'all time alone. So I'm okay with that. That is where I say that I'm healed in the point of I'm not dealing with jealousy or anything else. I've healed those emotions. I've healed those issues within myself. That's where I'm saying healed. So you haven't had to deal with those emotions.
I feel you.
So if I start, I mean, hell, I back in the day, I had a friend. I guess you could say we were friends. I had a friend that we were texting, and I don't even know if I still have the message, but I literally was like, I need you to write on my post to make it seem like we've already met in person and whatever else. So that post bothered the hell out of my husband. He really thought that I met this person. I didn't meet this person until 2020 or 2019 or 2020. This post was like 2010, 2011.
What was the reason behind that?
Because I was upset.
Oh, okay.
Situations we were going through, it was an eye for an eye at that point.
Oh, okay. Doggone tourists.
A. But you that right there bothered you, and at that point we weren't even together. And it bothered you. Oh, I saw so and so right on your post. Look how he's looking. Look.
The deceit.
But you already knew that I did that. We've already had this conversation.
I know, but you brought it back. It's all good, baby.
I'm not going to deny it. I did it.
Yeah.
But that was the unhealed version of me because of situations that you were doing. So for me, it was like, okay, you did it to me. How does it feel? How do you like it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was, you evoked emotion in me, so now I'm going to invoke emotion in you.
Yeah, you invoked hell. You invoked hell in me. I was.
And the thing is, at that time, my husband did not want me to have male friends. Not on any social media, nothing. So that's why for me, I say I don't feel like you're at the place of being comfortable. Now here, as he said, I'm not dealing with no BS from nobody. That's why when he said those dudes had the stage left, they got stage left. I put them there. To the left, to the left. You got to go. Because I'm not dealing with nobody's BS at all. So for me to then go and find someone else, yes, it would have to be on the level of where my husband's at, because I'm not taking no shorts. I don't have to. And if someone's bringing me drama or chaos or anything that I don't accept, I'm perfectly content where I am. So if you're not coming correct, then okay. So if I do deal with someone, yes, they would have to meet me at my level, right? They would have to meet me where I'm at. And yeah.
Yeah. And when what my wife means about level or whatever, again, is purely based on how I treat her. If she's been treated like royalty, the dude has to
Oh.
be okay with treating her like royalty and to continue to treat her like royalty. It's not no, oh, I'm gonna treat you like royalty for a month and then wean off. No, I go and I open her doors. I I already told her I'm getting up and I'm making us breakfast and stuff like that. You know, I wash her clothes. I carry her bags. I pump her gas. Do that make me a simp? No, that make me say, "Hey, baby, be in your femininity, and I got the masculinity." Point blank, simple. She held up the Jordans because I bought her the Jordans. Hell, how many Sheen bags you got this year?
I think I had to get rid of him because you're petty ass
But
dog.
give a ballpark of how many Sheen bags you had got this year.
Between 40 minimum, 40, 60.
It was a lot. Like
I
her,
tried to count them all, but I don't. It was a lot.
I filled up her closet to the point where she really ain't got no room.
I don't.
And I told her she should put some in storage.
No.
So it's not about finances. It's not about finances. You just heard say Sheen. Anybody can shop at Sheen. You could buy a $5 outfit
Hell,
type.
I'm wearing a Sheen outfit right now.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Show the. I can't show my behind.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just making it's making her feel good.
Yes.
And she now, because I said that, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. She makes her own self feel good. I just add to it.
Facts.
There's a
And that is why I'm so comfortable with him dating and potentially dating and whatever else because I feel good. He adds to it, right? And I'm not like I watch the shows and I feel like and I watch Cheaters and people are like, "Oh, you watch these shows and then it gets into you." It's how you allow it to affect you. I could watch Cheaters all day long and I'm not going to be like, "Oh my god, every man cheats." No. Some people watch Cheaters and be like, "Every man cheats or every woman cheats." Um
I
Not true.
secure her.
Huh?
I'm just saying I secure you. I make sure that you feel secure in this relationship with me.
So for me to be with another man, do you feel secure?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel secure. I just want them to make sure that they do the same. That's all. Because if not, we got issues. Like if a dude came to you and wanted to take you out, all right, baby, let me know when you about to leave, and let me know when you back, so I know that you back safe.
It ain't even that. You got my location, and that will never change unless I switch phones to Android. But I think that won't even matter because we have the app that can go on
Right.
Android or so it doesn't matter.
But then you wouldn't go to Android anyway. You like Apple. You like the iPhone.
Well, I like camera quality and storage space.
Right.
So there's that. I would probably go back to the
Pixel.
Galaxy Note. I hated the Pixel.
Mm.
The Pixel's camera was okay, but the Pixel itself, yeah, no. No. It was annoying. But anyways, so if I said right now, about to evoke some emotion. If I said right now I'm gonna potentially start looking for someone.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
Yeah.
How you gonna say that and like leave it without a
I'm gonna
punctuation?
start. I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna. Okay, so let me say, I'm not gonna start. I don't even know how to start. Let's start there. But if the opportunity came my way, I wouldn't knock it down.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I think y'all look. He's okay with it because he knows I'm not gonna do it.
No, no, hey, I don't know what you're gonna do. I just know you.
Okay, so see, I can't. We can't have these conversations because the tourist in me is like, oh, for real.
Oh, you're gonna blow it out the spot the first day, huh? That's
No, no,
or
no. Um, I don't know. I don't know. And I honestly like I've never needed attention because and I may be saying I may be putting my foot in my mouth with this, but I've never needed attention from multiple people. So,
yeah. That sounds like you because you don't too much care for social media like that.
oh, I'm biting my teeth with the social media stuff. Ugh.
I mean I can see that.
Um, the thing is my king, we had our issues in the beginning, and then we kind of went downhill, and then when we basically hit rock bottom, which was the divorce, which was me feeling like I'm screaming for things to change and they weren't changing. Boom, divorce. Boom, my dad passes. Boom, we're communicating, we're conversating. You're there for me. You're supporting me emotionally while being in a relationship with someone else. And I think at that time, even prior to that, where I was trying to date and dealt with the situations that you spoke of, um, it I think being in those situations helped us both realize like, okay, there's potential within us to have what we need because we're not getting it from these buffoons to the left. So that helped us to communicate our needs and wants. Hell, I even did that before hell, I think I did that. It was after my dad passed in the beginning of February. And then from there, looking at my list of my needs and wants, I'm like, yeah, so looking at this list, your name is all over it. It wasn't, but it was.
Yeah,
So,
because it actually was a lot of stuff I was that I was doing and did do in the past before the divorce, but life was so at us where we both couldn't
life
see,
had us in a chokehold.
and we couldn't see what we meant to each other.
Right. So when I made my list, it wasn't technically based off of my husband. It was based off of the things I were not getting from the people that I was currently dealing with. And so it was something that I needed because I had previously gotten it from my husband. So one of the things was as simple as someone who's going to respond back within a certain time frame of me texting them, because that lets me know like I'm important enough that you're going to respond to me within a decent amount of time. But I wasn't getting that. Or holding the door, just little things that I made this list thinking like, okay, what are my needs and wants? Not even thinking initially like these are things that my husband was doing for me. It was just things like that I was used to, but it didn't click and register at the time. Like, these are all the things this man is doing. He does all these things. It was like a list of 40 or 50 something things. I wasn't getting that. And so it helped when we kind of had that aha moment of let's heal ourselves so that we can be full and whole for the next relationships or his current relationship that he was still in at the time. Let's heal ourselves. And in that process of 2 weeks of really just conversing about everything that we owned our shit. We owned where we fell short. And so in that time frame, it was like, whoa, okay. Here we are. Here we are right now, married, finna celebrate our 1 year re-anniversary.
Yeah. And see that I had an epiphany while you was talking. That list was her list of being able, I would call that your femininity list, because it was all the things that you wanted to be your authentic feminine self. Oh my god. Excuse me.
Whoa, what have you been putting your mouth on?
It was coming up. Some of this hummus, I gotta either throw it away or.
Ooh, I want some hummus. Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? It was a. You wrote down the list that you needed so that you can be who who you are, a goddess, a queen. You wanted to be feminine. When women become single or have to deal with being single, they have to put on the masculine and feminine at the same time. And anybody that's trying to play two people at the same time is exhausting. So something had to give. You wrote down a list in order for you to be feminine.
Yeah.
You know?
And I have to say this because a lot of people assume that women and I'm not going to lie, most women are looking for a man that can financially take care of her. Nothing on that list had anything related to finances. So when he says that that was my list for me to be in my feminine and operate in my feminine, it was physical and mental. It wasn't financial. And so it even solidifies the fact of me being in my feminine.
Because when she was reading some of her lists, I was on the other end of the phone, like, yep, I did that, I did that, yep, I did that, and then it was a couple of, no, you didn't, and I'd be like, remember da 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 da, and she'd be like, oh yeah,
So again, when I was creating that list, I wasn't thinking about my husband. I was just thinking about things that someone else was falling short on, but subconsciously it was this man over here has done all of this. So when I'm looking at my list, I had a moment because I'm like, oh my God, he has done or is willing to do all of these things. Like, yeah.
like the longest I've took to text her back if I didn't fall asleep, probably probably at the max 4 or 5 hours. But what she wasn't getting from these people, a whole 24 hours to go by.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe even a week.
There so there was another Sagittarius that I dealt with that was the same way, and I think I still can't figure that situation out because I legit, the woman that he was with, I talked to, but he said that was just his friend, but it was legit the same woman that he was in a relationship with because they had a whole podcast and I know her voice. We in the podcast, they had just got off the phone with me and was walking to the store, some corner store, to go and get some sandwiches or something. So that's how I knew it was the same woman. So I'm confused because I'm like, were y'all baiting me for a poly relationship? I want to say yes, but I don't know.
Never know, but the thing is, that I would say, if he was going about it the wrong way. Like, one thing about being poly, you gotta allow them that information up front first, and not try to weasel them in.
I
Give
think
them the opportunity to say yay or nay.
I
That
think
that'll
so with
save
that
a lot of time.
situation, and I wish I could find his podcast. I might be able to because I haven't deleted any text messages, so I could Google. Okay. That's for another subject. So we're gonna touch this title again, or a subject again, and we'll see how things are going later on. Me
Yes.
being a Taurus, we're gonna put some stuff in place.
Don't, not with the evil look and laugh. No.
But anyways, guys, we appreciate you watching our videos. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We will definitely catch you in the next one. We'll see you next time. Again, don't.
Ground your love. Make it out of this world.
All right.
Peace out.